Well, I didn't think much of this, but telling the right story or right feelings, like if that includes like having conduct disorder or CD or having MPD and having basically I have ADHD as well, but I don't know, like I think this is more focused on these other ones. So I remember that from a very early age, like from since I could remember, it was my thoughts as probably 3 or 4 year old, and it they were like sadistic. I would imagine that um, if my mom gets another kid, like a baby, that I could molest it or whatever and just pretend it cries because it's a baby, and not, not, it's not me to blame for it. So I was sadistic even back then, very young age. So like, of course I never saw something wrong with it, it's just how it was. So growing up I had that urge to be a leader in anything, to be the best in everything, and to be the bravest, which I was because I was lacking fear. Absolutely, I was lacking fear. So whenever it comes to dangerous situations as a kid, I simply did it, and I simply did a lot of things that I wasn't hurt at all, or I was hurt sometimes, but it didn't matter because more it was fun for me. Um, since I was 8, I was thinking about life, about death. I want to learn more and more about stuff and life, and of course, I never saw others as others. I just saw them as something I could use um, to fulfill something that I need or to achieve something that I need. So others were not so important as I was. It is to mention important because they were just others and I was I. And that makes sense to me. So by that time I was very self-centric and I wanted, well, pretty much to say, to be short, I was narcissistic. So yeah. The first incidents when we talk about CD, like conduct disorder, that they started to occur from age of 10, like small stuff like bringing the dead bird inside the house or something like that. To the point I was 12, where I pointed a knife at my family and I just threatened them because I wanted them to leave the house, and I I think back, yeah, as I think of that in that period I was diagnosed as well. So at first it didn't seem like that at all. I was very sneaky. I was very covered. So you could say I was very good child. But then it suddenly set off, like started to be a lot more violent, and I went to kill my rabbits with the axe. I don't know why I needed the axe though. It's just a rabbit, but yeah. I don't know if this is content allowed even on YouTube, but I realized I never made something honest. So I don't care. I will try and make it. So yeah, so that pretty much that. And from that point on, I started to be a master of manipulation and lying and charming and just dropping people off if I don't need them or don't like them, and then bringing the ones I like or need um, and stuff like that. Yeah. So I had this. Yeah, the sexuality can be associated, maybe, because I started these things when I was only 4 years old. I don't know if that is separate diagnosis because it has its name, but yeah. Um, what should I say? I should have made this with a friend because when you speak with someone, it's easier than staring at your computer. Let me say. Yeah, and the point like 16 or what age I was. Yeah, I think 16. I was so bad at school. Like I did just some bad stuff, let's say, to the point I was expelled. So I never really tried again because I had better business to do, and I went into a therapy once it became so drastic, but it's 10 years now and I'm in therapy and I'm still getting the urge to kill animals. Animals. Won't go into detail about this or anything, but yeah, stuff like that. You don't, you know, you want to say something, but you can't really say everything because it's YouTube. Come on. And but this is just so people like can understand it better, especially um, in my case where I have a friend who has a kid who is 8 years old and has this kind of problems. So I don't know. I might have asked some questions that she would like me to answer. And well, I can always pause this video and just go get some questions so I can have material and you can realize like what's going on, what's really going on, like when it comes to CD or MPD, it's not what it seems, not what the people thinks that is. Its struggle itself is huge, but it's even huger if you're aware of everything because of fucking therapy you've been at and stuff, you know. This will be. I just realized I will ask someone about these questions. I just told this things, so don't mind me just going around and talking too much. It's ADHD, but yeah. Pause this video and see you later, guys. Okay, so here's my microphone. This is the first question. I haven't read it yet, just so I can answer like without planning. What do you think is harder to live with? Parental control or urges or impulses to do a certain behaviors? This is a funny one, though, because these two are completely, they are not different, but they are different. Parental control. Well, we I think all people with children with CD they also have oppositional in themselves, that oppositional defined disorder. It's not the same, but they are like so. Parental control is something you will always go against and try to push it to be bigger on bigger than them, control them, manipulate them, lie, and stuff like that, just so you can be in control. But interesting is the actual need beneath. As someone who was so many years in intensive therapy, I can say, is absolutely opposite of it. It's to urge, it's a need for sanity and safety, it's a need for boundaries. So basically, you do need a boundary when it comes to parental control. You don't need boundaries to feel safe. But if your parent doesn't have good authority, but it's controlling, you will try and destroy them. It's completely understandable. And with impulses and urges to do certain behaviors, you can suppress them for just so long, because in any time they will blow up, like in any kind of way they will blow up, because in my situation I control them, and it's either end up attacking myself from the inside, like the impulse, trying to end up hurting myself and going depressed because of it or something, or the impulse is so huge you can't control it. I'm sorry, I'll be just back. So I'm back, sorry about that. I have so much distractions, and with ADHD this is fucking frustrating, yeah. So, and impulses, yeah, I tried it. Some of them are not to be controlled. Like you try to control with your mind, but your body does the opposite thing. And I need to mention here that in these situations, some tactic works, like taking away things or giving things. If person controls themselves, that's how they learn how to control themselves. Like by person, I mean child, of course, because most probably you will look after your child, and it's working to improve self-control. So I'm not just answering the question, I'm just going into details about each. Try not to go too far, try not to go too short. And as I said, it will blow up. I never wanted it to blow up. Like I like to stay cover. So a few days I didn't do anything. That was the urges. So basically, I had this inside of me blew up so badly that I uncovered in front of people. I did not wanted to do that. So it's not gonna work to just try and control them. So I don't know if this is individual question. Well, individually, for me, parental control, it's easy to achieve. Just gonna learn how to play the game. But for impulses or urges, it is hard to control. And even if you control, they are gonna come back. And I'm adult. I don't have anyone to teach me anymore how to control the impulses. So I have to teach myself how to control them, which is even harder. So the answer on this question will be it's harder to control impulses and urges. So I hope I didn't. I totally see myself right now finishing this video and remembering something important I wanted to tell, but I didn't. And but anyways, that's gonna be an answer to that question. So for that, for now, it was the only question I had. So um, for even someone who has a CD, it's not that they're gonna develop a SPD or something, but they might have developed that thing. Sorry for the pauses. This is distractions. And so SPD is even more harder, and it's totally different. It's already like made up, and I'm not gonna go that far right now. It's just I did answer to this, so I'm pretty glad my friend have made this question for me. So that's gonna be it, because it's too long for me. I don't like long videos. That's gonna be it. But I'll make sure and prepare for another, like, more questions or something. Something you can use. And yeah, thank me later. Bye. 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 Hold on and bye till I find this button. Alright. Bye.